All right, welcome back to the final reaction. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are excited to check out another pitch meeting. Ryan George, that's right, baby. Been doing a lot of Ryan George recently, but we haven't done a pitch meeting in a long time. Right. If you're new to pitch meeting, which I doubt you are, I doubt we are introducing you to it. This guy likes to pull apart the movies as if they're the pitch guy, saying, hey, don't worry about this crap, don't worry about this crap, this or that. Now, I watched Five Nights at Freddy's in the theater because my two oldest kids, they play the games, they enjoy the lore, I think they probably watch like the YouTube videos and the TikToks more and all this kind of stuff about the Monty theme song, all this kind of stuff. They're way into it. I was just going along for a ride, like, yeah, let's check this out. I had no idea until I watched the movie, like, oh, this is like a scary Chuck E. Cheese type situation. Me personally with the movie, I enjoyed the story more than the Five Nights at Freddy part. I like Josh Hutcherson. But I'm leaving the movie thinking to myself, there was barely any violence or killing or gore. I know that makes me sound like a psychopath, but that's what I was expecting the entire movie. You had barely any. When you had it, it was kind of cool, but I'm like, I was expecting a lot more.
You know what? I think that they were smart about how they did it because they were probably able to keep like a PG-13 rating on it or whatnot. To be fair, we went and saw it when we were out in Trey's last football game. So it was like October 31st. It was Halloween weekend. Matter of fact, it came out Halloween weekend as a matter of fact. And it was a homecoming game. And we went to a theater out there to get, day after his game, family go watch it before our flight. And the kids absolutely loved it. And I was watching it and I was like, it's smart. My 12-year-old has been playing FNAF for at least 3 or 4 years. FNAF, that's young person vernacular.
I know.
You know what I mean? And I was like, what's FNAF?
I've been noticing my students for like 6 years or so, whatever it is, just wearing the t-shirts. Like, what is this thing you guys are wearing? What the heck is that from?
Leia, even Aiden, they're just into it. Now, what I appreciated was that they were able to take this video game and turn it into a pretty respectable screenplay. You know what I mean? A pretty interesting story. Where I've seen some horror movies and I'm like, that's stupid. I've seen some horror movies like, really? The butler did it. I was shocked until the end when they finally give you like the reveal or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. It was pretty smart the way they integrated. Even the whole idea of like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese kind of thing or whatever. I thought all that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Now, I had it. Let me correct. We do not play the game. And for those of you that do play the game, I've already been schooled by my 12-year-old. Like, it's not specific to, what do you say? It's not true to the actual story or whatever. Material. The source material, they've changed a few things.
But my kid said, there's there's so many different theories out there. The guy that played the waiter at the very beginning, he's actually a big YouTuber.
Yeah. I've watched his videos. He's awesome. He does field theory, game theory.
Yeah. And so, my kids watch all that kind of stuff. So they're saying, well, maybe this iteration of this guy or that. I'm like, okay, guy. I just like learning from them.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie for the most part. I want a little more violence, but we're gonna go and check out what Pitch Me has to say about it. I'm excited for this because whether you like the movie or not, it's still fun to see the plot holes, this or that.
Matt Pat, that's who it was. It was Matt Pat that was in. He was the waiter. Yeah. It's just a theory, a film theory, and that guy's been around forever on YouTube. I love him. But shout out to Matt Pat. Go check out his channel. Like, people that watch here don't even know who that is.
Check him out. Before you do, don't forget to
like and subscribe.
As we check this out, follow along with us, watch along. And let us know your thoughts. I'm sure I made a whole bunch of mistakes in some of the things I said. Here we go.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. FNAF, bless you. Actually, sir, it stands for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's the video game.
Okay.
That has a large built-in fan base and therefore minimizes your financial risks.
Oh, that's all you had to say?
I love FNARF. Let's make a FNARF movie.
Yeah.
It's about evil animatronics, and it's very popular on YouTube, so I was thinking we'd get a YouTuber to cameo in this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's this one guy, super upbeat, talks about movies a lot, has catchphrases.
Oh, okay. I think I see who you're talking about.
Yeah. I bet it'd be super easy to get him. Well, we'll see. I'll give him a call. What?
Hey, it's Matt Pat.
Hey, Matt Pat. It'd be pretty easy for you to do a cameo in the FNAF movie, right?
Oh, yeah. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. You see, I said the thing. Fan service!
Amazing. Okay, so we'll have Matt Pat show up and drop a little catchphrase. Okay, I thought you were... Anyway, what happens in this thing? Well, we're gonna meet the main character, this guy Mike. Exciting. So what's his deal? Well, he's gonna sleep, right? Uh-huh. And then he's gonna sleep some more. He's gonna sleep so much, he's gonna sleep through a big chunk of the runtime. Okay. So he needs to find a job so he doesn't lose custody of his sister to his evil aunt. Why does his aunt want custody? So she could get, like, monthly payments from the government or something? That sounds like the worst money-making scheme I've ever heard of. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So Mike goes to see this career counselor guy who gets him a security gig at an abandoned pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear's. Gotcha. But he doesn't want to take it at first because it would interfere with his sleep. God, why does this guy want to sleep so much? There's actually a reason for that. See, when he was little, his brother was taken, so he's trying to revisit his dreams to see if he can remember details. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. And so that's why we're going to spend so much time of this killer animatronic movie in the same dream sequence in a field over and over again. Maybe we should focus a bit more on the killer animatronics that people are going to come to see? No. But they are going to do some killing, right? Of course. Good. A little bit. A cupcake has the most action of anyone. What? So anyway, Mike goes to this place for his first night shift, right? And what does he do there? Well, get this. He's going to go to sleep. Okay. But now there were little kids in his dream, so he wants to ask them questions. Hey, can we please see the killer animatronics kill some people? No. And then this cop lady, Vanessa's going to show up. Is she going to sleep too? No, but she's going to spend basically every shift of Mike's at the pizzeria with him. Does she not have cop stuff to do? Apparently not. So what's she going to do while she's there? Basically just dump all the Five Nights at Freddy's lore onto Mike. So he doesn't figure anything out on his own. Not really, no. Mostly just huge info dumps from Vanessa. Oh, huge dumps are tight. And eventually Mike's evil aunt is going to hire some people to try to get him fired. How does she plan on doing that? She's going to have them break into Freddy's while Mike's not working and trash the place. Why would he get into trouble if people break in while he's not on shift? Unclear, but so then all these people get killed by the animatronics. Thank God. And since one of those people was Abby's babysitter, now Mike has to bring her to work. Uh-oh. Yeah, so then while he's asleep... Oh, does Mike sleep a lot? He actually does. I know. Right, so she's actually going to become friends with the animatronics because as it turns out, they're being controlled by the ghost kids from Mike's dreams. Wow, so Mike must freak out when he finds that out. Okay. So then along with Vanessa, they're going to play with these things and build a little fort with the dead killer ghost machines. Yeah, they have a good old time. Then Vanessa tells Mike, if you ever bring Abby back here, I'm going to shoot you. Oh, my God. Yeah, slight tonal shift there. Jeez, yeah. So now that he's been threatened with a gunshot wound, he has no choice but to leave Abby with the evil aunt. Not good. But turns out these ghost kids want Abby to join them, so an animatronic goes to the house and kills the aunt. How does the animatronic get to the house? Well, they leave in a taxi, so we can safely assume he took a taxi there as well. With what money? Hey, shut up. And also Mike gets attacked. What? When? While he was asleep. I probably should have been able to guess that. So Vanessa's gonna help him with his injuries and dump some more info on him. What's she gonna dump this time? Well, turns out she's the daughter of a serial killer named William Afton, who killed Mike's brother and 5 kids whose bodies he put in animatronic suits. Oh my God. Yeah, so she tells him that Abby's in danger because somehow her dad controls these ghosts. How? I just told you, somehow. Oh, okay. And why didn't Vanessa warn him before? Well, she says she did try to warn him, just in her own way. Did she, though? Not really, no. So then there's going to be a big showdown at Freddy's, and you know who William Afton turns out to be? I'm guessing the career counselor guy? What? Yeah, how'd you guess that? Well, he only really introduced, like, one other adult character. That's a good point. So yeah, it's him, and then he stabs his own daughter. Oh, geez. So then Abby draws a picture for the ghost kids explaining that this guy killed them, so they turn on him. So he can't control them anymore because of that. So then they fatally wound him, and he's gonna be like, I always come back. What the hell's he talking about? Well, fans of the games will understand. It's a thing. So to people who haven't played the games, that's just kind of nonsensical. Exactly. So then Vanessa goes into a coma, and Mike brings her to the hospital. Wow. And so then that's about it. Abby and Mike go about their normal lives together. Okay. Isn't the aunt's dead body still at the house? Yeah. And Mike just brought a cop with a stab wound to a hospital. He's gonna be a prime suspect in lots of stuff. Yeah, hey, look, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about that, okay? They're happy now, forever after. Okay, let me get off of that thing. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, listen, I mean, it sounds like a lot of sleeping. Yeah, but the name FNAF is gonna get butts in seats, trust me. I don't know. Type FNAF into YouTube and sort by view count. Oh my God, we're gonna be rich.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's not how a movie studio executives.
Oh my God, we're gonna be rich.
Gonna be rich.
Oh man,
I love this movie.
Oh gosh, that was so funny. Honestly, I don't know what took them so long to make a Five Nights at Freddy movie.
Oh my gosh.
I've been listening to Five Nights at Freddy forever from my kids. That, another game they called Bendy. obviously, Bendy and the Ink Machine or Ink, whatever.
Jackson
And
plays that.
these are so popular. Like, started on ViewComp. Oh my God, we're gonna be rich. Like, what took them so long to even get there? I will say, now that I listened to him, I'm kind of angry at myself that I did not pick out the counselor as like the only other adult
really?
that did you know? I didn't pick him. I didn't know he was gonna be.
I'm not gonna try to be like that guy. Go, of course I knew. I had an inkling like halfway through the movie, but he's right. Like it's either him or it's someone we don't know yet that they're gonna introduce later on.
Well, that's what I figured. And I think that the smartest thing they did was because right away at the end, my kids are Golden Bear Freddy. We're talking about Alex, the younger one, because I guess that now that he always comes back or whatever, the other kid that never became like his younger brother becomes like Golden Bear Freddy or something like that. So they already set it up for Five Nights at Freddy 2. They set up the sequel.
See, my kids said that they're not even sure where this Mike character comes from. So I think the main character is someone else. But because I think the main character is like a girl or something like that, or this or that, so they weren't sure about him and like his brother. He said there is a character that has a younger brother, this or that. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. I think Afton had a younger brother. I'm not sure the whole thing. They were telling it to me, but obviously I didn't do a good job remembering it. But he did a great job of pointing out all the different flaws and this or that. But again, at the end of the day, I did enjoy it. I do think we go to the dreams thing way too often. And one thing that I don't know how you felt about this, but it kind of bothered me a little bit. So I was expecting Five Nights at Freddy's, the characters to be menacing and to be scary and kind of like the villains, you know?
Right.
Only time they really kill is when they create these douchebags that we already hate anyways,
Right.
go in there and rough the place up.
Right.
And then they kill them. So you're actually liking them even more.
Right.
Because they took out the trash and they mess with Mike a little bit, but I just felt like they could have had an opportunity where either they attacked everybody,
Right.
not just the bad guys.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the studio's way of being like, hey, we want people to like these guys.
Like the characters and people.
But who doesn't like Freddy Krueger? He's a psychopath. Who doesn't like Chucky? And he's a psychopath.
But this is also directed at a younger demographic. You know what I mean? Even though you and I both saw it.
Chucky? Little kids didn't see that?
I mean, let's be candid, man. My kid watches some stuff on YouTube. I'm like, listen, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, look. All these video games are violent. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I played violent and play violent video games, so it's like, you know, they enjoy it. It is what it is, as long as they understand that it's fantastical, right? With that being said, I think they did a great job of actually limiting the gore, not showing you as much violence, because it still was a quote-unquote family movie. It came out for Halloween. It had butts and seats.
Absolutely.
Bro, I was in Bismarck, North Dakota. That's where my son plays football. You know, that weekend it was a snowstorm. Maybe because it was a snowstorm or whatever. We watched his game. Yes, they still play in the snow. It's Bismarck. They don't care. It is what it is. Bro, no joke. We go to the theater. We figured we'd be the only people there. It was packed. Everybody was like, in Bismarck, North Dakota. It was packed. Everybody's watching Five Nights at Freddy. It was a kid movie, but again, the following. That's what the funniest thing was. It could have been the funniest thing. I hated it. No, if I would have done the pitch meeting, he would have been explaining to me, and if I'm the other guy, that doesn't make sense. This is stupid. No. What we can do? Just look up Five Nights. Done. You know, agreed. You know,
I love it.
You know, let's do it. Because it has a built-in following, to his point. Think about it. They took the idea. You needed very little marketing. How many commercials did you see for Five Nights at Freddy? I'll tell you, 0. Because they don't have to market it. Your kids told you what Five Nights at Freddy was. It was genius for them to make it.
To be honest, I didn't see a ton of commercials for it, but that was because I was watching things like video on demand.
Right.
They only have like 2 or 3 commercials that just go on a loop or whatever.
See,
but
let me ask you one question. What was better, Five Nights at Freddy or the Marvels? I'll wait.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Sorry, Disney. Just saying. Okay? Just listen. I enjoyed that movie much more. Five Nights at Freddy or what was that other? The Wish. I got dragged to that.
I saw that one.
Good.
Did you watch Marvels?
You're welcome. Yeah, it was
You saw it?
Yeah, it was just.
You saw it this last weekend?
It was. Yeah.
Oh my, we should check out the pitch meeting of that.
Brutal.
If
you know what
want
else?
us to check that pitch meeting out, let us know. I also see the Flash right here. We both like that movie. Let us know if you want us to check
Oh, they
that
beat up my
pitch
Flash.
meeting.
I don't know if he wants to beat up my Flash. I love my Flash movie. Even though everybody killed it, I thought it was
As a
way
DC
better.
fan, we're used to it by now.
We're used to it by now. You know what I did see as well? I didn't think I'd like it. We met up at the movie theater. You went to go see something else.
Aquaman, baby.
You went to go see Aquaman. I got dragged to see
Wonka.
Wonka. It was fabulous. I promise you.
I believe you. I'm
Timothy,
just too lazy to get out of my house to go to the movies.
bro, Timothy
on a regular
Chalamet
basis.
is probably one of my favorite young actors. He's just got this charisma about him, and I liked him in The King. I liked him in Don't Look Up. I don't think I've seen a movie where even in Don't Look Up, he had a small role. But anything he does, he's just got this quiet intensity about him. Like
Dune,
he was great in Dune. You got to check out Wonka. I was still scarred from what Johnny Depp did to it, and I was like, no. Everyone is scarred by what Johnny Depp did to that movie. Oh my gosh.
No, I definitely want to check it out, but it's like I used to love going to theaters, and I still enjoy it, but it's like it's almost like the entire day now.
Oh yeah.
You know, with the previews and the movie and all this kind of stuff, and getting there and getting back, it's like 5 hours later, and it's like, where'd my Saturday go? Let us know what you thought about our reaction to this one. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to the entire thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.